Charlie Wright. Tees heading it down for Kinsey. Got Peacock outside him. Good piece of play there by Peacock. Crawford. And a good shot on the turn by Crawford. Oh, a magnificent goal by Ray Crawford. What a beautiful goal. King just got his hands to it, but he could do no more than just turn it into the top corner. A magnificent goal of great quality by Ray Crawford. 1-1.
Tracy again getting in there, flicking on the Tees against the post, but it's there by Tees.
Humphrey. Well, that wasn't the best free kick for Charlton in the circumstances, though he has found Miller. It's a better looking cross. It's away by Adams, only as far as Grit, and it's still in that penalty area. Stewart. Oh, it's a goal for Charlton Athletic, and it's Peter Shirtliff. It's all square again. The former Sheffield Wednesday man, Shirtliff, has given Charlton a lifeline and sent those supporters into ecstasy. Would you believe it? Nobody will lie down in this tie. He's only got 3 goals before this one. Grit didn't strike it, and it paid off really. Stewart managed to wriggle the situation, turning it back. Shirtliff struck it sweetly. Day could do nothing about it. But now Mervyn Day there, getting that wall just where he wants it. It's got to be inch perfect, as we saw when Sheridan beat Boulder. Walsh runs over it. It's now left for Peake. Oh, it's a good one! Oh, it's the goal which might well have preserved First Division football for Charlton Athletic, and it's Peter Shirtliff again. The Charlton supporters delirious, and it's a Sheffield man who's probably kept Leeds in Division 2 for next season. What a dream story for Peter Shirtliff. He doesn't get many goals, but he's got 2 in the space of a few moments, which have turned the match on its head. When Leeds looked to be on their way to the First Division, Shirtliff equalised, and now he's headed them surely into the First Division again next season. There's a lovely shot of the Hawthorns under lights. Mortimer toiled very hard in the first half, and through it goes here for Nelson, and the defender slipped, and yet Nelson still got the chance to play himself in and drive in a goal. Gary Nelson for Charlton Athletic, and Charlton get the lead that their footballers deserved with Gary Nelson's first goal since one against Tranmere back in November.
The captain coming inside, couldn't quite hold it, greasy ball maybe, but he's done well in the first place, I feel, because that was clever. The dive in of Millwall defender was rather silly, I felt, and then he's come across Raven and he's whacked that ball firm and fiercely, and Stuart Naylor couldn't hold on to that. And I think it's a just reward really for Charlton, who've been the more solid side and have passed it more sensibly and more effectively.
Burn. And he's got it back again. Can he finish? He can! Charlton's first ever goal in Europe. He started it and he finished it.
And it's the Hammers to kick off. I have with me on the television gantry today West Ham United skipper Alvin Martin, who will no doubt be giving us his considered opinions of what's happening on the field. Paul Goddard to start the game, playing his second full game of the season. And the whistle goes, and we're off. Straight away, Melrose has scored. That's an unbelievable start. Well, what happened there, Alvin? 14 seconds.
It's hard to believe. It's a hell of a start for Charlton, and that'll make it very, very difficult for us to get back in the game now.
Just get the impression Charlton are coming back into things slightly. That's in towards Nelson, and he's put it in. Gary Nelson has done it. Charlton back in it. Steve Brown now. Looks to put it in the mixer. Up goes Leeburn. And that's Pitcher, and it's in. Charlton had the lead, it was deflected, and it beat Tim Flowers. Are we in for a real turn-up? 1-0 they lead. Well, they haven't beaten a team from a higher division for 60 years, and it was the shot deflected that beat Flowers. This is Lee in space. Now time to measure across. Picks out Jones. So simple. Andy Jones for Charlton Athletic.
Jump by Nelson. It's Robinson again. Britt towards Leeburn. Certainly got the pace and the power. Finding Pitcher, and a shot and a goal by Walsh for Charlton, and it becomes the perfect start. Well, they've dreamed about this for so long. After 7 long years of playing at Selhurst and playing at Upton Park, they're back at home in the finest possible style. Walsh's goal into the corner of the net, and something like 7 minutes gone. Played there by Pitcher, and Walsh took full effect. 1-0 to Charlton.
And I'm joined by Colin Walsh, who got that famous goal here at the covered end back in December 1992. Colin, at the time, did you get a bit fed up with people talking to you about the goal?
Yeah, that's right. That's what most people remember of my career at Charlton, scoring the first goal. But I was here for 10 years. But no, I'd take all the credit for it and everything like that. Dan laid on the ball well for me. But it's something that I'll always remember.
I was going to say, I can remember doing an interview with you after the game, and just about, you know, for years afterwards, but Colin Walsh, the man who got the first goal back at the Valley, you must have thought, God, I don't want to hear that again, that question. At
the time it was like that, but the older I get, the more I appreciate that it was for the supporters and everything like that. At the time it was, we were on a bad spell. I don't think we won for 10 games, and it was just 3 points that we got. But these days, it's as I look back on it, it's something that I'll never forget.
Did you realise how significant the whole thing was, what it actually meant to everybody?
No, that's just what I'm saying. Like at the time, it was just 3 points for us. But yeah, I realise now.
I was going to say, when your old grandchildren are around, I mean, they'll say, "Oh, I remember your old granddad. He got that first goal for Charlton back at the Valley."
Well, they'll sing that now, yeah.
Tell me, on another subject, what were you like at heading the ball?
Oh, Jim, I was hopeless. Didn't like it at all.
He was hopeless. Here's one or two who could use the nut.
Alan Pardew going to take this throw. Mickey Bennett. Back again to Pardew. Looking for a good cross here. It's a deep one. It's a great goal by Leeburn. A little twist of triumph there after a glorious leap. But what a great cross by Pardew as well. A deeper one, looking up, sizing it up, played the deeper one in a terrific leap there by Carl Leeburn.
With the red flag, Mr. Ray Fairley going on the pitch, telling him exactly where to put the free kick. Peacock with it. And it's in! Well, how did that one get through from Dave Shipperley? Keith Peacock lifted the free kick right across that Newcastle defence. It came all the way, and in came Dave Shipperley at the back. And knocked his header back across Steve Hardwick. Nelson is out wider, but it's back into the middle. Howie gets ahead to it. Balmer looking for Lieburn. Senicek loses out, and that's another equaliser for Charlton Athletic. This time it's Cole Lieburn.
This is Heaney, just teasing the full-back, and he's got his cross in too. It's towards Jones! Steve Jones! How important will that be in Charlton's bid for the Premiership?
Pardew. Minto through the legs of Burke that time. Gets the cross in, and a good goal! A super goal by Bumstead, and Charlton are back on level terms. The first goal he scored for Charlton, and it puts them back to 1-1.
Well done, John Bumstead there. He crept into the box then when Scott Minto was rather clever on this left-hand side there and curved that ball in. There we see it going in. Bumstead diving, unmarked, got into the box where every good midfield progressive player should get to. Acres of space, question marks, Paul Cook.
So Powell with the corner, floated a long way in there. And it's in there by Madden. Well, Berry had been coming up on his own. This time he was joined by another central defender, Laurie Madden. How well he climbed there, beyond Rankin and the defender on the goal line.
Walsh with the corner for Charlton. That's towards Lieburn. Thank you very much, says Carl Lieburn. Robinson, tricking and teasing. That's towards Lieburn. When it's in the air, he's absolutely deadly.
Charlton players strung out along the 18-yard line. Again, plenty of cover back. Asa Woods, yes! Came down very sharply indeed, to the surprise of Seaman. I suspect that it may have got a nick off the defender who went with Asa Wood as well, which produced the sharpness of the angle at the end.
Lieburn trying to get away, but Daish getting the ball in. Humphrey knocked in once again, and Lieburn's right in there. They've got another one. It's Lieburn who got the header, and Chandler, would you believe it, on his debut, celebrating his 19th birthday yesterday, has nodded the equaliser for Charlton.
Humphrey's continued his run here, and that's a first-time cross towards Jones. Placement was perfect.
Kinsella looking for Bright. Simons has slipped. Here's Mark Bright. Is it to be another twist? Steve Jones is going to provide it, and would you believe it, it's 2-2. Simons 1 minute the hero, next minute the villain, and if that doesn't sum up football.
Well, can Charlton get back into it here? Robson, good run, flipped on, and the header by Lieburn, it's in! They have come back. Seeley beaten, and Carl Lieburn gives the Charlton hordes at the other end something to cheer about.
Oh yeah, made something happen there. Robson with the cross and a deep one. Oh, a terrific goal by Sean Newton.
Well, that was a classic goal. I know there's a few Sunderland players who'll be looking at this and wondering why they didn't challenge the ball. But this really is a classic cross and a magnificent header. Absolutely wonderful.
Elliott's up, his fellow defender on the far side of the penalty area, but it goes towards Hales, and in the end Elliott was coming in fast, and it must have just nicked off a Newcastle player, because it provides Charlton with the corner. A few anxious faces in that Newcastle 6-yard area. As Seamanson and Robinson go across there, it's with Robinson. He'll play it again for Alan Seamanson, and a shot, and a great goal by Seamanson. Well, that will delight the Valley fans.
superbly taken goal after Robinson had played the corner to him. Through the crowd, beyond Carr, into the net, and Charlton leading 2-0.
Robinson with the free kick for Charlton. Put up in the air, it's going to drop for Mark Kinsella. Oh, I say, what a strike! Mark Kinsella has done it for Charlton with a vicious long-range effort. And for a man who was a bargain buy, it was a millionaire's finish.
Shaw now. And that's in! Well, that goal came just absolutely out of nothing from Martin Robinson. Fullback Shaw had the ball on the right, seemingly no danger at all, knocked it inside to Robinson and he let fly, and that was in the back of the net.
Chappell's header. Now Colin Walsh. This is Kim Grant, bit of space for him. He's got options here. One of them's David White. Oh, what a goal! What a goal from White!
Now Brown. Rosser on the chase, the goalkeeper's hesitant. Oh, he did brilliantly. Superb header. Well played again, Steve Brown. At first he wasn't sure whether to come or stay. And once he'd made his mind up, his header was spot on. Now here's Steve Jones at the other end, and he scores. 1-1. Superb finish. And the 10 men of Manchester City have a real problem now. And Charlton Athletic will fancy themselves for the 3 points now, to the delight of Alan Kirbishley. The flick on from Bright, the control by the substitute, and the shot just swerved out of the reach of Tommy Wright. And as clean as a whistle, Charlton Athletic are back at 1-1. He really did take this well, and nothing Wright could do about it.
Laid off by Nelson, and he gets it back again. Now Bowyer. Charlton pressing. Newton. Finds Bowyer again, he's cut inside well, left foot shot! Terrific effort from Lee Bowyer. That's why he's got such potential. You can add a few noughts to the potential transfer fee. What a finish. Get up! Leeburn. Pitcher. Oh, say! Well, from a man who's a fullback, that was a devastating finish. What a goal!
And both Shaw and Berry have taken themselves, both 6-footers, into that Hull City 6-yard area. There's Peter Shaw. And it's Marwood getting it away, only as far as Tideman, who hits a terrific goal!
Well, you'll have to go a long way to see a better one than that. And a face that shows more delight than that, for that matter. Well, the ball was only half cleared, and just look at Tideman. Tremendous shot, just inside the far post.
Charlton not afraid of a patient build-up. They're going to work it across to Jamie Stewart. White fancy the left foot shot. What a fantastic strike! Jamie Stewart, he doesn't get many, and he'll remember that one. It fizzed in. Garland shaking his marker. What a tremendous effort from Peter Garland. He enjoyed that. Walsh with the free kick. Oh, it's in! Colin Walsh. And the tenants have put one over the landlords.
Kinsella. He can shoot from long range. He can!
Charlton Athletic. It's been a feature of his play since he was signed at the start of the season. He hasn't really got within range
fairly central position, some 25 yards out from goal, maybe within shooting range. Brown is square again. He's already had one dig at goal from a free kick made square. Robson, oh what a fine goal! Great equaliser by Mark Robson. Charlton fans absolutely jumping. That was a perfect strike. And what a game we've got on now. Dummy run there from Newton Robson. There was the